Hi guys, it's Vic. How you doing? I wanted to address the peak on the biceps. Obviously it's a point of interest. I get questions about it all the time. And a lot of folks are saying that, well, the peak on the biceps is genetic and you can't do anything about that. Well, I don't know if they've tried everything yet. You know, that's one thing. You can automatically throw your hands up and say everything's genetic, or you can actually try and see how far you can go with this. So I wanted to give you at least an idea of how to get in touch at least with the top of the bicep. Now, most of us, we obviously train and do curls, and we feel the muscles contract, and then when we expand or we let the weights down, we feel an expansion and a stretch, and then we feel a contraction. Oftentimes, there's another level, if you will, of a contraction, and a lot of times you can actually see that when a person is flexing or posing. Now, I want to point something out. Most of us, when we flex our arms or look at our arms or whatever in the mirror, we do this automatically, right? This is the position that we do. But have you ever tried to take this position and move it around a little bit? In other words, experiment. Do you feel this in the bicep a little more when you move this way? Do you feel it when you move a little bit more this way? And how about this way? This is where I feel it. When I start moving my shoulder and arm in this direction. So I want you to actually flex your bicep as hard as you can, and then I want you to just move it in this direction behind you. I guarantee that it'll help you get in touch with the tip of your bicep. It's something that you probably don't feel all the time when you're doing your training, because obviously training is not necessarily that surgical, right? It's a little broader and you're hitting the body all at one time. But I have a sense that this will sort of aliven and awaken that area, and at least you'll get a sense of what it feels like to feel as if that muscle is kind of pushing in this direction. And I got one of these, the idea for this technique from a gentleman that I met who was helping people. He's a yogi, and he was helping people who had disabilities, and they were had suffered from strokes or were crippled from some accident. And his theory was that if he tapped that particular area of the body, that it would at least put some energy and aliven that area of the body. And so I thought to myself, well, shoot, my guys need that kind of help too. They want to develop a certain area, but it's all a matter of getting in touch with that particular part of the body. Otherwise, how will you know how to affect it, and how will you know when you are affecting it? So if you want to give this a shot, again, flex your arm and then move it back this way, in this direction, and you'll feel greater contraction. You can do it with both, and just move them this way, and just see if you can feel that extra level of flex, if you will. Okay? Wish you all the best. Visit me on my site or on Facebook. Peace, love, and muscles.